ज्योति स्टेनो टाइपिंग कॉलेज में आप सभी का स्वागत है बच्चों। ये डिक्टेशन जो है 100 WPM डिक्टेशन 100 की स्पीड का जिनका पेपर है इंग्लिश डिक्टेशन का, या उससे प्लस स्पीड का टेस्ट है, तो उनके लिए इम्पोर्टेंट डिक्टेशन है और डिक्टेशन नंबर है 17। ये आपकी जो वेबसाइट है माई कोर्सेज में जाओगे SSC 100 WPM डिक्टेशन में 17 नंबर डिक्टेशन के नाम से आपको मिल जाएगी। अब मैं डिक्टेशन पढ़ने जा रहा हूँ। डिक्टेशन स्टार्ट आफ्टर 5 सेकेंड। Sir, at the fag end of the day, we are taking up a very important bill. This bill, perhaps in my opinion, is much more important than the bill we have just discussed. After all, the entire progress and prosperity depend on energy, and in our country, so far, we have only one kind of energy, and that is coal, which was so long neglected calculatedly. And the whole country is today discussing the deposits of coal, utilization of coal, conversation of coal, the byproduct of coal, and justifiably so. Well, sir, here I will have to say some words which may not be very pleasant and which may appear to be rather harsh, and I hope the minister will forgive me for that. Not that I lack any respect, but the issues have grown so big that the people have started discussing whether nationalization is going to be a success, but that point I will take up later. The second point is about the coal board, which is going to be abolished. The sooner it goes, the better. But what about the employees? What security of service they have? What prospects they have? After all, they were rendering service to particular organizations for the last 20 years. Will they be thrown out? If not, will they be absorbed? Now you are creating a new setup. This is a big question to which I hope our able deputy minister will be able to reply if the minister does not touch the point. The point is also important. What will be the status of the planning and designing division which he is going to take over? This matter was raised in the consultative committee. We pointed out that if we put the people who are in charge of conversation under the people who are in charge of production, then conservation will not get the attention which it should get. In order to satisfy Parliament and people, he will naturally try to raise as much as he can. People will judge his performance by the quantity of coal he raises. If he produces 100 million tons, people will be more happy. Thus, conservation will become as a casualty. So, we demand from the minister, please make it an independent body answerable to you. This is an important key body. You should not place it under a particular chairman either of the coal mines authority or any other body. I want to know whether he was made any decision about it. The third point is about the cylinder which is going on about nationalization, that after nationalization the controlled coal price has gone up very high, that the people are suffering, that all these are there because of the nationalization. I would like the House also to think about it. Coal is a capital intensive industry. Hundreds of people are required to dig up coal. New machinery is required. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, after having heard the honorable member and the ghastly picture that he was given of the working conditions in the coal mines and the conditions of the mine workers, one is convinced that if there is any time when such a legislation should have been thought of, it is really the present time. Sir, if I lay any stress on coal as the source of energy, I would be rather explaining the reasons. There is no need on my part to say that in this country this is the only source of energy on which we can depend entirely. And the scientists all over the world, especially in those countries where the coal mines are located, have come to the conclusion that this is the most dependable source of energy. The silent features of this bill have been pointed out by the Honorable Minister in his opening remarks. First comes development or the planning. Actually, there are three phases which take place whenever we want to think of development of a mine. First is the exploration, second planning, and third mining, processing of the mineral, transportation, and the rest of the things are secondary. First, we make a complete survey of the mineral resources and we know what is the geological phenomenon of the ore body. Next comes planning. How are we going to take planning? In planning, we have to see how economical we can be in mining the mines. There we come to the third phase, which is mining itself. All these things have to be done very carefully. It is a matter of regret that in India, where the mineral resources are so much and so vast and so expensive, our technology and our expertise in this behalf is not up to the mark. It is unfortunate that we follow unscientific system. The duty of the mines ministry should be to see that whatever mining is done, our mine owners gradually overstep to a stage where only scientific mining takes place and nothing else. Sir, the second feature of this bill is that an excise duty is being levied which shall not exceed rupees 20 per ton. As it is, we have now an excise duty on different grades of coal. Now, we are likely to have about 90 million tons of coal during this year. Now, granting that the least excise levy that we may have this year is about rupees 4 or so, the whole amount comes to about rupees 36 crores, which we will be getting just from this source only. The question is how this amount is going to be spent. In clause 9 of the bill, different items have been shown on which this sum has to be spent. I was wondering as to why, when we speak of development of mines and the technological research and all that, this bill is silent over the conditions of the workers. The excise duty is not spent for workers. इसकी स्पीड भी लगभग जो है 112-15 के आसपास रही है। तो वेबसाइट पे इसको लगा दिया गया है SSC 100 WPM डिक्टेशन नंबर 17 के नाम से। इस क्लास के अंदर इतना है बच्चों। नमस्कार बच्चों।